Look at it in the cup. Look at it in the cup. Look at all the babies in the cup.
Jeez.
This is insane. Look at all the babies in this cup. Babies on her tail, babies everywhere. And that's so sick.
Massive fish! Oh, right there, baby!
Oh my god, come on!
This is insane, bro.
Joey Slam.
Alright, Slayers, so we're in the house now. We have these 2 tanks. These are going to be the perfect breeding places. Now, these are 15-gallon fluvials. There's going to be a lot of crayfish divided between here, here, and another tank. Now, if you look and you can zoom in, the intake, they can just go in with the intake. What I'm doing is I'm going to get some filter floss, put some filter floss there. And if you come up top, come and take a look. I'm going to put some filter floss there on the opposite side, pretty much. This is really easy. I'll go here, pop this off, put some filter floss in there, and then once that's pretty much covered, they can't really go anywhere. I'm going to keep the water level a little lower than usual so that they can't climb into there. They're going to climb. You're going to have some crayfish loss no matter where you're going to be at. Even with hangover the back filters and stuff, unless you get the shrimp safe ones, it's still going to happen. It happens. We're shooting for pretty much 70% or 80%, you know, pretty much alive rate. 70 to 80% to be alive. I'm just looking down, sorry. It's because she's walking around and it's like a horde of crayfish. Like you can't see it because there's a lot of silt on the bottom, but there's so many crayfish there. So the process now, it's gonna be a little difficult, okay? This is all the same water. It's all gonna be fine, it's all the same temperature, it's all good because I did water changes today. So what I'm going to do is I could sit here and try to net every single shrimp, crayfish, with a net, but I'll be here for years. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to pour them all in at the same time, which will be safer for the crayfish because they won't get squished or crushed in that net. So the first things first is we need to remove the mothers. Alright, so we have some solo cups here. We're going to grab some water, and I'm going to grab the mom. Come on, mom. Come on. I got to be careful with moving too much because I can get baby crayfish on me. You got to just check. Mom's there. So we're going to put mom here temporarily because she fits in those. Now look, crayfish babies. All crayfish babies. All good news. Now I'm going to go with this blue one. You guys haven't seen her. But we're going to grab her and wait until you see how small she is. I got to find her. Hold on. Wait until you see how small she is. Doesn't matter the size. You can still have babies be produced. There's none on her because they're all in there. I promise you. What I'll do is I'll empty these buckets and I'll pour this bucket into one of those buckets right down there, and I'll show you how many babies she produced. This one, however, we don't need her. She's still having her babies hatch and everything, so we're not gonna mess with her. We're just gonna put her to the side. Now, when I went to go to get the solo cup, I got my filter floss. We're gonna cut a little square of filter floss, and I'm gonna put it on both real quick, and also get the last mom. So you guys can see this is the other tank we're talking about. That's the other tank we're going to be setting up as well. But here's my little square, and we're just going to fold it in here, just like so. So the crayfish can't really push through. See that? But it's still a thin membrane, so water can be sucked through, and we can still have the pump running. The goal is just not to let the little baby crayfish get sucked up by the motor and the pump. Alright, so you guys can see we went ahead and put that filter floss in front of those intake points on both of them, on all of them. Everything's good to go. Check it out one more time on the bottom and on the top. Just wanted to go and make sure you guys know that that is very important. Now, we do have this tank over here. We went ahead and put a little bit of gravel for them to walk around. Sometimes they're so small they can hide in the gravel and continue to molt. And we also added some filter floss here. Now guys, I am going to be adding some PVC pipes and some sort of other decorations that are obviously crayfish safe. You don't want to do ones that have fake plants because they'll eat the plants, then they'll die. But little hidey holes and everything so that they can pretty much hide during the molt. The main thing is making sure they're safe during the molt. It's going to be tough because there's a lot of them, and then they're going to get gang banged and eaten and chewed alive, but it's going to be tough. So we have this tank here. It's kind of set up. It's really nice. Little 5-gallon. One of the originals from the channel. We went ahead and raised a lot of blue crayfish out of this, so it's an OG, and I still have all these tanks. I can set up this entire kitchen with tanks, but we're gonna give it a shot with 2 15s and this 5. So I have water here, The goal is not to spill it all over the counter and onto Rob. That is the goal.
I'm too fast.
But we'll see what we can do. So we'll do this real quick. This water is the same water that I use for all my tanks. Nice, natural water. That's good enough. It's perfect, actually. That's good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab. Where's my little mat? I'll just grab a spoon. Just grab a spoon and just get all this gravel out here. Any dust that's here, any floating particles, I'll remove. Kind of just want to test it right now because I did grab some media from the other tanks. So we have media already. It's actually kind of convenient to use a spoon, huh? So we have some media from the other tanks that we used in order to have this tank basically ready to go, because this water is prime time all the time. So I'm gonna plug it in, see if we pump. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Got a squirter. Got a cleaner out here. It's just a little clogged. Oh, there you go. Full spread right there. Full spread. And it's just good. It's perfect. There's gonna be some particles that are in here. I'm gonna grab a little baby net, go back and forth and get all these particles out before we add this crayfish. But that's basically our setup. And it's popping. I think we have a lid too. Oh my God. Naughty Joey Salam. I have everything. There's our setup right there. Crayfish babies going inside of this tank right now. 1,000 of them will be here in the future with blue ones. So that's what's going on. So we're just I'm gonna get all this fluff out. Be good to go. Make sure all these tanks are ready for the big transfer. Alrighty. It's that time. So I went ahead and took liberty, guys, and I put the egg lady, the one that still had eggs, inside of this cup. I don't know if you guys can see. She's gonna be moving around, making it a little difficult for you guys. Here, I'm gonna move her on this side so you guys can see. But those are her eggs. You can see how different these are. And she's fanning them. She's doing her thing. But that's not her permanent home, don't worry. I'm just using the buckets because I wanted to go ahead and fill up these tanks. So now the hard part is now, I need to shoe this mom with all her babies. So I'm gonna catch her and put her in here. In here. So I caught her. Oh my God. Take a moment and look how many babies I actually caught by accident. Look at it in the cup. Look at it in the cup. Look at all the babies in the cup.
Jeez.
This is insane. Look at all the babies in this cup. Oh my gosh. So this is what I'm talking about. I didn't even mean to catch them. They're on her mom, on the mom still. Can you guys see all this? Does it look good? I'm not sure because there's a lot of water droplets and stuff. But you might be. This is out of control. That there's so many babies here. Can you guys see them?
Yeah, they saw him.
That's so sick. And you guys can see right there, full on, there's a baby on the mom's head. There's baby swimming around. Nature. Mother Nature happened right here at the sleigh pad. That is so sick. That was not supposed to happen that I caught the babies. I wanted to avoid that. But let me get up real quick and show you. Look under. And you guys can see that there's still babies on her tail.
Oh yeah.
Babies on her tail, babies everywhere. And that's so sick.